Hey, this is Hal and Sarge. A friend of mine called me and said, "Hey, Sarge, I'm thinking about buying a rifle." I said, "A rifle?" He said, "Yeah, I'm wanting a survival rifle." I said, "Well, everybody needs a survival rifle, right?" He said, "Well, I'm looking to spend about $1,200 on the rifle I want." And I asked him, I said, "A single rifle for $1,200? He said, "Yeah." Well, to be honest with you, it kind of blew my mind. I couldn't imagine personally spending $1,200 on a single survival rifle. But I have spent about $1,200 on rifles, and here some of them are. Here is a 16 gauge Ithaca pump, double barrel Stevens 20 gauge, Lingman Arms sawed off 12 gauge, legal sawed off 12 gauge. Here's an old rifle that's been converted to a 30-06, 22 single shot, 2 Fed Marlin 22, 410 single shot, 12 gauge single shot, 22 long rifle semi-auto, 22 long rifle semi-auto, 22 bolt action, came with the scope, and another 22 bolt action. This represents 13 rifles, including shotguns, but 13 long guns, for about $1,000. Most of them I gave $100 for, some of them I gave $50 for. So there's about $1,000 worth of weapons. That's my $1,000 arsenal. I can arm everyone in my home 3 times with some kind of long rifle for $1,000. Now, most of them aren't incredibly large caliber long rifles, but they'll get the job done in putting food on the table and just day-to-day life. Would I try to defend myself with a 22? Yeah, I would. I'd have no problem using the 22 to defend myself. Guys, I'm no gear queer. It doesn't have to be some high dollar gun for me to kill you. I can kill you with a crossbow. You know, all these guys who want to have all these AR-15s and AK-47s and all, that's great. If that's your thing, man, go for it. But I'm about survival. But I can't kill with any one of these weapons. I can defend myself with any one of these weapons. You can believe that or not. Until you try me, you'll never know. But believe me, I can dispatch you with any weapon laying on this bed. Believe that. Now, having said that, that's my $1,000 arsenal, by the way. This is my get-home bag. It weighs about 10 pounds. Canteen, shotgun shells, knife. I've generally got one of my pistols strapped to the bottom. It's got fire-making materials in it, another knife in it, multi-tool, first aid kit, and a small amount of food. I probably don't carry a day's worth of food in my get-home bag, because my get-home bag is for when shit gets real. If it gets to the point that I have to crawl out of my vehicle, don this bag, and make it home in a survival situation, I'm not carrying a whole lot of food. Because to be honest, I'll eat your cat, I'll eat your dog, I'll eat your horse, I'll eat your chickens. Sorry guys, if it comes to survival, I will eat anything that I can kill and eat. So I don't carry a whole lot of fancy pre-packaged foods and stuff. I mean, if you think about it, guys, back in the day, pioneers didn't have a whole lot of freeze-dried, packaged, fancy foods from some company that's out there pitching it to all the gear queers. They ate off the land. They ate what they could get. And I believe in that. I believe that's true survival. Because if you depend on all these prepackaged, fancy supplies, what are you going to do when they run out? Unless you're prepared and know how to live off land, you're still screwed. So the best thing to do was all that fancy crap, don't even mess with it. Learn how to live off the land. That's how you're going to survive. So In the future, I hope to do some more videos on some of these weapons. I'll break down my get home bag and go through a few things and kind of show you what I think is essential, what I think I need. I'm not the expert. I know my capabilities. I know what's required to sustain me, and that's what I prepare for. So in the future, hopefully I can break some of this down. We can go through it and we can go over some things. But my friend was talking about that rifle, to be honest with you, and it just absolutely blew my mind. That much money on a big fancy rifle that has just as much capability of malfunctioning as it does functioning in a real world survival situation. Oh, my two constant companions are always with me. But that's my $1,000 arsenal, and we'll go over it sometime, and I'll maybe take a couple of them out and we'll shoot them and go through my get home bag and go through some of my ideas when it comes to survival. This is Howlin' Sarge. It's just my opinion, guys. You can take it with a grain of salt. I'm out.